What is going on, guys? I'm Watch Share Go, and today we're back with Zack. We're in the Subaru. We're gonna follow up on the radar detector, change some spark plugs, and maybe change a coil pack too. Let's see what happens. All right, Zack, how's your very short-term road test of the R3?
It's been awesome, actually.
Has it?
You see my car's all broke?
You can definitely feel it missing when you try to get on it a little bit.
So, I've only got 1K hit today,
Yep.
and it let you know like no other. I mean, I've seen the V1, I've seen the CI,
Yep.
I've seen the 360C, and this thing is by far one of the, I don't even know how to describe it. You just know when you need to slow down.
Yeah,
awesome.
it's just extremely sensitive.
Yes, it's great.
Heck yeah, that's good.
Distance is awesome.
Yep.
Yeah. It works well.
Also, we finally have a check engine light and plenty of other lights. No cruise control, TPMS light came on, no traction. We'll show you the dash. Yeah, it's definitely Misfire.
Like, look at all the counts. It just keeps going up. 10, 11.
Oh, 11 misfires right now?
12,
Yeah, I definitely felt a series
15.
of it. You can feel it miss a couple times in a row there. So we looked under the hood yesterday and immediately decided that we needed to get this on a lift because it's probably easier to get to the plugs from the bottom. So I called up one of my buddies. We're headed over to his shop because he has a lift. We're gonna go change the plugs real fast. Shouldn't take too long. Brought the gap tool, brought an extra spark plug socket, and we'll see how this goes. That seems fine. So it looks like you just need a 12 to pull the coil packs here. A little bit of oil over here on this cover.
That good?
Yeah, let it back down a little bit so it sets on the locks. Hey, not bad. Came right loose. What's it like working the exhaust nice and hot and right beside your fingers?
I hate you.
I was like, it's so hot. We literally just drove the car like, what, 15 miles or something like that, so it's nice and warm. We're over here at John's shop with the set of pro-charged Corvettes here. We've got two C5s, his son's and his. So Dax's has a ProCharger P1 on it, and John's has the entire A&A supercharger kit, which is a Vortec V3, and this one's really clean. This is such a cool car. There's so much work done to it. Like, everything you could possibly do to a C5 is on here. This, you think that's the bad one?
Well, this is cylinder 1.
All right, well, let's figure it out.
It's pretty beat.
Oh, it is an aftermarket coil.
Is it?
Yeah. All right, that took a lot of work, but it is out now, so now we can just pull the plug and go from there. Are you gonna make fire? Zach wanted to be fancy, so we got these iridiums, some NGK iridium IXs. Your gap needs to be 030. So we've got the cool gap tool here, the feeler gauge. And let's see if we can find 030. There you go. All right, so it's probably the OEM gap. I'd say that's good. No wiggle at all. Perfect. This plug looks really good, actually. It looks like it's self-cleaning like it's supposed to. So I bet it's just the coil pack. Seems like the combustion's reasonable. Well, and you probably don't even need these plugs, but let's check the gap on that. Okay. Doesn't that gap look huge? Okay, we're gonna go ahead and check this gap, and I think, wow, look at that. Look at all the play in 030. There's a huge gap, and if we, here, I'll show it to you guys. I don't know if you can see that, but that's the gap between the feeler gauge and it.
That's like an 030 again.
It might not even be a bad coil pack, dude. It might just be that plug. But let's get the other plugs out and see where they're at. And this is the play in a properly gapped spark plug. It's our 030 feeler gauge. And it just barely slides in there. Nothing, no up and down movement or anything, no vertical movement. And you you can see it's ready to go. And we just got another plug out, and I checked the gap with the feeler gauges, and it's over 0.45. So we're getting into some pretty huge gaps compared to what we're expecting. If the question is, how long does it take to do spark plugs on a Subaru?
Not 30 minutes!
We're only 2 hours in.
Honestly, it's not the worst thing ever, just accessibility is absolutely terrible. So you just spend a lot of time getting sockets in there, and then getting an extension in there, and your ratchet on it. Man. It is taking forever. Also, we found out those plugs either had like the nib blown off of the electrode, or we're not really sure, but they were definitely gapped at like 0.45 or something like that. And the factory gap should be between 0.26 or 0.28 and 0.31 is what we found on the forums, and the owner's manual said the same thing, I guess. So yep, that's where we're at. Coil packs are going back on now. I think Zach's putting the last one on. I got this side like basically done. I'm gonna let him throw the connectors on. I'll let him do all the final torques on the spark plugs too. That way, if it's wrong, you can't blame us. Lamborghini, how warm is it out here?
It's real cold. So I'm sitting right here.
It is 27 degrees Fahrenheit, and that's -3 Celsius, so.
Can't feel my toes.
Yeah, I can't feel my toes either. She's got heat though.
I do.
Take it down. Whoa!
Nope, just got done putting the spark plug delete tune on it.
Spark plug delete tune. Good old, what's his name?
Wow.
Do it! I don't see any shutter. Pretty smooth.
I'm gonna reset the ECU.
Oh, you did?
I'm going to.
Reset the ECU real quick.
X band, K band, K8.
It started right up.
Man, nothing. Now is the time I would do it.
It looks pretty clean. Let's get out of here. Huh?
Should I?
What? I don't care.
Hey John, is anybody asleep? Is anybody asleep right now? Is anybody asleep right now?
What? Yeah. All right, let's get out of here. Oh, it feels so much better already. Feels like a new car. Spark plugs changed, that one coil pack went in, it feels way better already. Runs great. All right, we just made a pull, what are your thoughts?
This car runs 1,000 times better. Like, probably better than when I bought it.
It does,
I
it does.
feel like this issue was there when I bought it.
It may have always been that plug gap being gigantic. I mean, it was like, but a hundredth
double?
over. Yeah, a full hundredth over what it should have been.
It's crazy.
Yeah, not double.
You could
but-
literally stick a quarter in there.
Yeah, it was probably
Or
a quarter
a
thick.
nickel.
A nickel might be too thick. I think nickels
I don't
are
know,
thicker.
man.
Yeah.
I guess we could go test it.
Let's not. What else did
know.
you just do to this? I guess you got it tagged.
And I got her tagged, the radar, the R3.
Yep.
Uh,
The transaxle was leaking.
yeah, replaced the axle seal on
Yep.
the right front CV shaft.
It's dry underneath now. Also, we tightened up all the hose clamps on the radiator hoses because they were seeping.
Yeah,
It wasn't bad, but they were definitely seeping.
something in solder.
I don't think it was water, man. It was slimy.
Also, all the air in my tires. It's running 15 pounds of PSI.
That's what happens when you don't drive your car. And that is it for today, guys. Please like, share, subscribe, do whatever you want to do, and I will talk to you next time.